everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Pickleball Podiatrist. I wanted to just take a moment here to thank one of my medical sponsors, KT Tape. So they just sent me this really cool new stuff, and I wanted to go over some of the product lines with everybody to tell them the benefit of KT Tape and why, for pickleball, some of these things are very important. So I'm going to start with some of their stuff that they normally have that's everybody's pretty familiar with. So one of the first things that they have that pretty much you should keep in your pickleball arsenal is a roll of the KT Tape Pro. Now, as you can see, this is Carrie Walsh, who's four-time Olympian, multiple gold medalist, national title holder, great athlete. So she's been on their payroll for a long time, but the Pro Tape is designed to tape any joint, muscle, strain, injury that you have that necessarily would help you to recover and to function. So you can't go wrong with taping, whether it's your quad, your knee, your calf, shoulder. I mean, I just played 3 days in a row and I've got a little bit of a tendonitis in my upper shoulder. I may tape myself up today, so we'll get there. Now, one of the other things that they do carry, and what I find very interesting, is they have the regular Pro Tape, which you can use on an everyday basis. Or what you can also have is they have this type of two, which is they have the Extreme Tape, okay? It's the KT Tape Extreme, and this is a very waterproof, it's a very waterproof product. It is high skin adhesion. You can use it for wet conditions, extreme activities. You can use it for a very humid climate. So this is perfect for like me because I live in South Florida this time of year. The Pro Tape doesn't last long at all. This is great for wintertime or for northern climates, but in summer, hot summertime, I use the Extreme. So with that said, there's the Extreme Tape. So now they have some other products that I think are very beneficial, okay? They have other things like they have blister prevention tape, which for me as a podiatrist, so if you wear a pair of shoes and you get blistering, it's a nice product to have. So one of their newer products they have out is actually what they call the KT Flex, okay? Now, this is really interesting tape. So this is kind of specialty engineered for additional support. And it has this, what they call their free flex support technology, which is very lightweight, comfortable, but allows for less restricted motion. If you typically use the Extreme Tape or the Pro Tape for, say, like a knee or a shoulder, it typically can restrict your movement. But the nice thing with this flex tape is that it has a lot of movement with it. So around a joint surface where you have a lot of stress and strain on movement, like lateral knee, shoulder, even your lower back, just any joint, ankle that has a lot of movement, this is a better tape to use for that unrestricted movement, okay? So this is a new product by KT Tape. It's called KT Flex. They also have a couple other products. They have their own recovery gel, which is camphor and menthol. It's just designed as a temporary pain relief gel, but they do have the gel available for pain relief and recovery, okay? And this is part of their recovery system. So one of their other things that they do have, and they also, I don't use this, but they do have it, they have a chafe safe for chafing. Sometimes for women and for men, you get that little chafing from, you wear a bad pair of compression shorts or whatever. They have this in the arsenal. So this is called their chafe safe, okay? Now, they have a couple of things for recovery that are brand new. And I want to go over each one of these one at a time, okay? So their new thing they have is called the KT Recovery Plus. And this is their recovery patch. So this can be worn for 1 to 3 days. And it literally can go anywhere that you're talking about recovering, whether it's your shoulder, your back, your calf, thigh, ankle, foot, doesn't matter. So in an area that's swelling, okay, so you have an injury, calf injury, we just talked about this a couple weeks ago. You apply the patch over the swollen area, and then it literally can reduce the swelling. It's usually somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 40%, but it's acting as an anti-inflammatory wrap that will allow to reduce the swelling because it provides some lateral constriction. So instead of wearing a full compression sleeve or icing all the time, what's great about these products is that you can literally do anything on top of it. So it's an adjunctive technique for swelling and inflammation. Okay, so this is part of their recovery. Okay, so remember, they have their active stuff for active play, like the Pro and the Extreme, and then you're moving into their recovery models, which would then be like the gel and the recovery tape. So they still have some more recovery products, so we're going to get into that here in a second. So one of the other recovery products they have is, they have two things. This has been on the market for about a year now, year and a half maybe, and I highly recommend that if you can use ice, but icing's great for the first couple days, and that's going to help reduce swelling and inflammation. You can use the ice on top of the recovery patch, but eventually at some point you need to massage the area and get some movement around what you're doing. So they've created the recovery ball, okay? And this is part of their Recovery Plus system. It goes along with their recovery tape. And this is both an ice and a heat massage ball. So there are two components in here, okay? So you have the ball, and there's two components. There's a blue ball, which you would ice, and then there's a red ball that you would put in the microwave. And you would use this for roughly a few minutes to heat or ice the area. That would be very ideal for recovery, okay? So they have these, okay? Now, one of the last things I'm going to introduce is their new product, okay? I will tell you right now, I have never used this. I'm looking forward to using it. I really want to see how it works. So this is their new product called the Recovery Wave, okay? And what it is, it's a non-drug product. So everything here is non-drug, okay? It's non-pharmaceutical. So this is designed for pain relief. This is an electromagnetic therapy. It's a FDA cleared device, okay? These used to be really bulky, portable electromagnetic systems. They used to be very, very bulky. So now these things are very, very small, okay? This literally can be put over an extremity, and then you could tape it down with the KT tape, and you can actually wear it while you're playing. It's passive. It's passive electromagnetic frequency, okay, which is designed to reduce inflammation and improve your sleeping. It will reduce your pain, improves your physical activity, and you have a better quality of life post-injury, okay, or post-recovery, post-activity. So this is their new product on the market. This is FDA cleared. This is available through physician offices. For the first-time user, the recommendation is to wear this 12 hours a day for 2 to 3 straight days. And then after that, it's use it as needed. So the whole idea is immediately after injury or physical activity, you want to wear this for 2 or 3 days straight and get that passive electromagnetic frequency use so that you're actually reducing the inflammatory phase. So this is the new bad boy on the market. Okay, let's open this up here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so it's just basically a ring with a push button on off switch, which is down here. And you can basically push this on, push this off. It should last about 250 hours. So that's, if you're wearing it straight, you're talking 10 days straight, which the whole idea is to not wear this 10 days straight. You're going to wear it 2 to 3 days, and then you're going to wear it intermittently post-activity. So that should cover most of the KT tape line. Thanks for watching this edition of Pickleball Podiatrist. We'll get into some more about how to use the tape next on certain injuries, but I wanted to introduce the entire line for everybody. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us out on Facebook, and you can private message the office, which is drlulove.com, or you can reach us at the Pickleball Podiatrist. All right, you guys take care, play safe, and don't get hurt.